We're in the heart of Frankston. We've got a buzzing park just next to us. We're about to put the sold sticker onto the sale board. What we've purchased off market for our client is a 3-bed, 2-bath, 2 living spaces, half renovated, and that's where the magic is about to happen. Just patching that part of the ceiling. Obviously you can see that there's no primer that they've put on. We are quantifying what this gentleman's going to price and quote to complete the job. So we're going through outstanding items, kitchen bench that needs to be measured up, oven, dishwasher, bench top, and we're just going through and understanding scope of paintwork that needs to be repaired and going through room by room. Now let's look at this one, problem child. Obviously they've left that part open, just need to roughen, hot water, cold water.
Yep.
Trough goes here, washing machine, dryer. Cabinetry. Yep. I'll have a chat with the client, but we'll probably just leave it open for now. Even I would look at potentially bringing this under,
dropping them so you can't see them. It's because that actually affects it if you're going to warm out to dry at the same time. You put it in your washing machine, it affects where the taps go. Correct. So bringing that down, it's definitely a change there.
So this is what we do at the heart of Insighto. We find value add opportunities, whether it's on market, off market, pre-market, for clients to come in and give them the ability to manufacture equity within day one of purchase without really relying on market momentum. The client came across to Insighto via a referral. They were trying to find the right team, the right buyer's agency to help them add value to a property. They didn't want to be passive. They didn't want to purchase a buy and hold property where you're basically at the mercy of market momentum. They wanted to be in a position where they had the power to control the equity into the asset. And that's what we really do at Insighto, and that's what I specialise into. And that's how the search ultimately began for our client.
My name is Aagam Jain. I'm a mortgage broker for Finance As You Grow, and I came across Ollie from an existing very good friend and client. I asked him, give me your best buyer's agent for value add and doing something a bit extra than buy and hold. And he said, Ollie's the man, and I think I had one meeting with him and looked no further. I was looking for someone who basically was focused purely on value add. Like, I just wanted that niche buyer's agent, and clearly that's his main niche. So I thought, there's no need to look further. This is perfect. This is exactly what I wanted. Buying the property is pretty simple. Most buyer's agents can help you buy a property, but someone who knows the extensive steps after buying the property, what do we do? Who do we call? Who do we go to? What's the next steps? I think Ollie knew that really well, and I'm experiencing it now while I'm going through the process. So that made it really easy to make the decision. Excited to document the whole thing. Be good to show, years later.
So as the client came through, we really began in mapping out what their end goal was, what their why was, why they're looking at property, and how property can be used as a mechanism to ultimately get them to their life goals. That was the first and foremost workshop session that we did with the client, to then be able to solidify a property strategy which is paired back and tailored to the individual's journey. Particularly why we're down in Frankston as an example, or why we've picked this particular property. Effectively, it was the value proposition of the actual home. It was a half-renovated home, almost on the tail end. Unfortunately, the owner couldn't finish the renovation, and that for me, for the client, was absolutely potential to come in, get their hands dirty with my help, with the trades, to ultimately manufacture that value at a really good purchasing price. We're really at the infancy of a project at the moment. The house is still under possession of the seller. We're about to settle in the next week. Ultimately, part of what we do is we get trades into the house, understand and identify a scope of works, what needs to be completed, and that's what we're about to get cracking in right now. I think what's particularly exciting about projects like that is you take the asset in your control, you take the home in your control, you're able to deliver an end product that the market really wants from a rental perspective or from an owner-occupied perspective. And that's personally where the beauty of manufacturing equity happens into a home or into an investment.